original spring intake and the new one.
Okay.
Alright, you can see we've got it all covered up. I made a little V right down here so the water will pour out anything that gets on top of it. And we'll cover the line up going down so that any little critters don't want to bite the new line. But there you have it. We have a I poured some bleach in the intake in it. We've covered all that up pretty good. I don't think we should have to get in that, but maybe once or twice a year to maybe do another little cleaning, pouring bleach in. The top also, it can pop out at some point. I just didn't want to put any perforations in the plastic and weed mat yet. I do have some ideas for that. Didn't have it ready for this time, and that's okay. This was the collection area right here from the first spring development. I just caught all of this and down into a pipe under here, which you can see has gone out. And we made that one spring up higher, and now we're going to bury the line coming out of it so the animals don't disturb it. I put some wood on top so it doesn't feel like a bear would like to go and deal with that. Line comes down here. All right, today we are going to work on cleaning out the water tanks. There's one, there's two, and we will uncover the outlets to them, check it out and see what we need to do to drain them and clean them. Alright, emergency ladder from the house fits down inside the water tank so I can get down and up. dirty. All right, we're working on the second spring tank. And we've got this one undone. And it is draining. About half done now. Okay, we are in the other water tank. Look how yummy the bottom of this is. And we put it in here, and then it pulls it up with a rope. There we go. Clips on right there. And then I keep filling the buckets, and he keeps pulling them up. We are finished cleaning. It's definitely stained. We've got some iron in our water, but it's actually clean. And scrubbed it with bleach and water and bucketed out dozens of buckets of dirty water. The bottom looks dirty, but I scrubbed it with bleach. And here, the ladder is going to come in for me. We used an the third story escape ladder, which was the only ladder able to fit through the hole along with a person. It's 3 stories tall, so this connection was a lot easier to take apart and do what we needed to because of the positioning of the union. You're able just to unscrew that, and then you can unscrew this part. You can see where the blue tape is. This one was quite a bit harder because of the position of the union. You actually had to push this to the side in order to get it out and back in, and our hose for discharging. So my ideal would be to put it down there. Maybe next time we have to get into it, have everything, parts and everything ready here and available just in case. Because that put a lot of pressure on this joint of having to bend it back. So not ideal on that one. But we do have water coming in, filling up the tanks. You can see all the stuff that came out of it after years. Here we are now. Look at that beautiful flow coming in. Amazing, awesome. The water's still just a bit cloudy from the line. We've had to stir it up a little bit with some bleach. We have a mile long of line through the woods to the spring that you saw. Close that up. And here we are. All right, I'm going to cover these back up, then put a bunch of pine needles on top of the valves just to keep them from freezing in the winter. Happy spring water day. All right, this is basically the gist of it. Covered up with some pine needles. And there's a spigot that comes out here, but in order to keep the horses from tromping on it and it insulated, you can see I just covered it up and put some rocks, pine cones, and bark on it. All right, we are set.